just resonates through the whole thing.
Y ustedes siempre que vayan a escribir en rayado.
¿Y cuál sería? ¿Qué es lo que hace Juan en el círculo?
We're in Managua, Nicaragua. We're here to observe the Hope for Humanity Literacy Program, see what's going on and give them all the support that we can.
This literacy program is covering 2/3 of the country. They have, I believe, 125 different circles. They are in 35 urban communities, and I believe there's over 80 rural communities.
It opens up a whole new world to them, and the opportunity to get employment and to change their lives. Most importantly, to be able to read the Word of God and learn about Christ.
We're in a learning circle in somebody's house. And we're just observing the different groups, 1, 2, 3. Small, it's very humble, but they are very generous in letting us come in and wander through their home. I just came from where they were practicing their sentences and vocabulary and grammar.
They've turned part of the living room area here, as you can see, into a school so that they can teach the kids and the people of the area here. Just shows what you can do with little or nothing. If you're just willing to say, I'm going to reach out and do something to make a difference in the community.
Zenaida is 15 and she teaches all these kids and she has them every day. They're in the second level of a 3-step program, I believe, and she wants to be a teacher. She's going to school to be a teacher in a year or so and plans on doing this for the rest of her life.
This young man has just started to learn to write his name. He can now sign his name, and I told him to keep it up if he could do it, and that if he did, that he would be better in his life.
She's telling me that they're learning words that are synonymous with each other. Okay. She had to go work as a young girl. Her parents sent her out to work, and so she wasn't able to continue her education. But she always had that desire to learn, but she just didn't have the ability or the way to do it. She was forced to go work. She got married, she had kids, then that was another obstacle that she had to overcome. So when she saw the sign out there, her kids would all laugh and tease her and say, what are you doing? You're already an old lady. Why are you going back to school? And she said, because I want to learn. I have the hunger to learn.
I'm very excited about it. I'm pleased with it to see firsthand how our Hope for Humanity funds are being utilized to help the people here.
We're at somebody's home and we're watching people learn to read, write, mathematics, all kinds of different subjects. I'm really surprised at the diversity of the subjects that they're studying.
It's their living space. This is the teacher's living area. So she's opened up her home, she's got people in here, and she's teaching, and I think that's great.
She teaches first, second, and third levels. She teaches the 3 of them. And she's doing quite well. People are really receptive, and they're very comfortable with her.
These are all mothers who have kids at home who are going to teach their kids also how to read after they're done with the certification. And this is a level 3, so they're on more advanced level. So we're just observing their outside classroom out here at this point because the inside is for beginners.
It completely opens the door to the possibilities of whatever they want to do. If you can read and write, you could pretty much do just about anything. They also are able to teach others. And it's kind of like how the gospel is spread. People meet at others' homes and they teach them about the Bible, and the same thing what's happening here, except it's about learning.
12 horas. Es correcto.
The teachers are themselves volunteers trained through the programs that they're now teaching. So some of them have graduated 1 year, 2 year, 3 years ago from the program and have decided to give back to their communities teaching these classes to other people.
The circumstances here, I think, are particularly difficult, and yet these teachers are doing an amazing job in bringing these groups together, helping them out. It's just been fascinating to observe that regardless of the setting, the learning can take place.
We're going to one of the literacy schools, about an hour away from Managua, out towards the country.
This is interesting because I just learned that 2/3 of the literacy programs are rural, and it's only about 1/3 that it's in the urban area. So it will be interesting to compare both.
Yesterday, our trip was in a very compact, close, houses were very close together, and the neighborhood was a little rougher. This is very lush, beautiful scenery.
I'm hoping to get to the site without any rain and mud. I'm hoping for it to be dry so we can, spend better quality time with the folks we're going to meet.
It's a torrential rainstorm, thunder, lightning, pouring rain, people getting off of buses and taking cover. I think it's probably larger than usual.
It's my understanding that we're waiting for a couple of the teachers to come and meet us in the park and take us, but right now we're in a little thunderstorm, so we're going to ride that out and then hopefully go and see the sights.
Just walking from the bus, where the bus couldn't travel on this road that's been washed out. And we're going to be, looks like crossing a river in a minute, but we're going to the Learning Circle. And just think, the teachers travel in rain or shine to come to these schools. So this is part of their experience.
We think we're at a dilemma here. There seems to be a river between us and our objective, or they seem to be navigating a rope. So maybe we'll get across yet.
The river, and we hope to find our way out again. But we're so anxious to go and see what's happening that it doesn't matter.
We're approximately 30 miles here southwest of Managua, out here in a rural area. But there's people out here who, just like in town, have not learned to read or write.
One of the teachers here is teaching not only her mother, but her grandfather. And he's 79 years old and learning to read. The mother actually has 4 daughters, and another daughter is teaching also in another area.
They have regular jobs and then they come here after that. They make this trek out here, so they're very dedicated to the students who want to learn, to the children in the area, and the adults, mothers, grandmothers even are here learning in there. Have to be very dedicated to make that hike every day, even in the rain.
Wow, she duró mucho today. Qué buen trabajo. Eres una buen trabajadora. Bueno.
A gracious hospitality has been extended to us by the woman whose home this is. Her daughter is the teacher here, and she is just gracious and wonderful, was apologizing for the humble circumstances, but nonetheless she's opened her home to these students and to us to visit her, and it's just wonderful.
She is of Mormon faith, and the people that are here are not Adventists. None of the students are, but the supervisor of the instructor here, she is a pastor's wife, so she is the only Adventist represented here, but the woman is so moved by the compassion and commitment that the Adventists have shown her.
Did I bring you sadness?
No. Solamente emoción. Just, being really excited and emotional.
Okay.
Literacy changes lives in every sense of the word. These people will not be taken advantage of in the market anymore. They will know when they're being given correct change and when they're not. Their health level will go up because these lessons teach about health, they teach about civics and courtesy, morality, so their whole lives are being changed. Plus, the children and grandchildren are going to be very encouraged by these parents to go to school. Their parents will not be keeping them out of school so that they can help with family chores as much now that they understand the value of reading themselves.
It's something that we take for granted. I learned to read at a young age, and it's just a part of me. It's what I do all the time. And to see that people don't have that opportunity to learn, it's quite moving to have an opportunity to give to that and to be a part of it.
And it will help a lot of people to achieve better life, better lifestyle, better families, life structure, and a lot more. In a country like this, they need help, and I think that Hope for Humanity is going to help to meet their needs.
Hope for Humanity. Well, it's a wonderful name in the sense that hope and humanity are there together, but it's more than just a title. It's really about reaching out to people who are in need in various ways. It's about improving somebody's life. It's about taking them somewhere in their life to where they feel better about themselves. It's about doing what Christ did, which was minister to people's needs. He did that first, before he ever asked them to follow him. And so in a sense, it's the front line, it's the first step in connecting with people on a level where we say, we just want to meet your needs. And then they can respond in other ways, spiritual or otherwise, if they choose to do so. Hope for Humanity really is the frontline work that makes that possible.
Hope for Humanity is a program that will empower people to do the things that they always were hoping to do, or willing to do, or dreaming to do, and now they can.
The sacrifices these teachers make to take the light of literacy to people they don't know, and they endure hardships, they give up any personal time that they might have to do this for people because they know that literacy makes such a difference to everyone.
I saw Jesus every time I turned around here in this country. Men and women in our learning centers who are just experiencing the wonderful love of Jesus Christ through these centers.
This week I saw lots of faces of Jesus, old and young, but not just in faces, but in deed, in gestures, in stories, and it was nice. It was nice.
They are fulfilling Jesus' command in Matthew 25, where he says, go, and when you feed someone, when you visit them in prison, when you do whatever you do, and in this case, I think if at that time
there had been literacy circles, I believe Jesus would have said to those that were gathered, "You did this to the least of these because you taught them to read and write." We are not bringing the gospel to these people. We are not bringing Jesus to these people. Jesus is already here, and we are coming and discovering how Jesus is already at work. And I can't help believe that He is smiling, and He is saying, "You are doing my work in this place right now." And we, coming from the United States, are really coming to watch what God is doing. And it has just been amazing.
Un número que multiplicó en la ciudad de 2, volverlas a... Ay, dejen a ella, solo a ella. Ahí está bueno. Ahí está bien, que te pone una 7. Ahora aquí vas a poner un número que multiplicado por 7 me parece. 7 por 3, ¿cuánto es? 21. 21, está bien así, ¿verdad? Ahora vamos con otro voluntario que quiera pasar. Un voluntario, bueno, no quiero pasar. Anielka, ¿verdad? Anielka va a pasar. ¿7 por 5 cuánto es? ¿Está bien así? ¿Está bien así? Está bien así, correcto. Ajá. El número que hemos multiplicado me sale del 7 de 49 y ya lo va a poner y usted me dice si va a poner. 7 por 6, así está bien. Es 49. 7 por 6, 49. No, ¿verdad? Entonces. ¿Cuánto es 7 por 7? ¿Ustedes? 49. 49. 7 por 7, 49. Entonces sí le escribió bien, ¿verdad? Hasta ahí llegamos bien. ¿Otro voluntario que quiera pasar a hacer estas dos? ¿Estas dos? ¿Otro voluntario? ¿Voluntario? Ah, Carecita, ¿verdad? Carecita, pues, doña Carla, mira lo que quiere.